We have some elected officials here and other great citizens, and I know that Senator A.G. Crow, Senator Crow here from the North Shore. Thank you, Senator. Good advocate for Louisiana, and enjoyed working with him in the legislature. We have Ascension Parish Councilman Chris Lohr, Councilman Lohr, another great American, and Councilman Lohr is actually running for parish president in Ascension Parish. The current parish president stepping down, and so good luck to you, Chris. I had the chance to work with him again. Great American. We have Daryl Orso, right? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, how you doing? Running for state rep. Nice to see you again. And we have Colonel Manis. Colonel, you still? Oh, sorry. Colonel, thank you for being here. And then I get to introduce one more elected official, and this guy I actually had the chance to work for, and usually he gets to talk after me, and so this usually doesn't work out well for me when I try and take little jabs because he gets me back. But I'm going to do my best. So Senator Vitter is here. And many of you know that Senator Vitter worked in the Louisiana legislature, served in the House, U.S. House of Representatives, and then was elected to the U.S. Senate. And in my career, I had the chance to work with a lot of neat people over the years, and a lot of bright people, and a lot of people who are great strategic thinkers in dealing with legislation and other things. But I'll tell you, I have not ever worked with anyone that works as hard as Senator Vitter does. And I mean that. The guy, you sit there and look at a day and you're like, how are you going to do this? And he squeezes 26 hours out of a 24-hour day. One of the incredibly bright guy, Harvard, Rhodes Scholar, all those things that I never would be. And really just a great mentor. And not just a great mentor, but I'll tell you, I actually had the chance to watch him over the years working in the congressional delegation. And came in very bright and came in a hard worker. But Senator Vitter, his style, his ability to be effective has just absolutely ramped up over the years that he's been in Congress. And he has adapted to the changes. Very dynamic man, and very honored to be here with him today. So Senator David Vitter, welcome.
Thanks, Garrett. Those kind words, I can't even tell any of my embarrassing stories now. It wouldn't be fair. Yeah, well, thanks. It's great to be with all of you. First, a couple things about what Garrett said earlier. I apologize for running late. I'm running late because I was coming from West Baton Rouge. So I want the dang bridge fixed too. Absolutely. And also, in case you thought Garrett was kidding about that structure, you never heard his campaign speeches about being a poor Louisiana boy who grew up in a poor Louisiana log cabin. That was quite a story he told. Just didn't explain that it was summer sleepovers with his buddies from Catholic school, but that's all right. Final, very serious comment about Garrett. My experience in life is that great young people and great young leaders usually come from great families and great parents. And I know that's true with Garrett. And I know we all want to join together in thanking John and Cynthia for hosting us tonight. Thanks very much. And then, of course, we all want to thank Louisiana Strong as well. You all, quite frankly, have filled a void that unfortunately existed and needed to be filled in Louisiana, and particularly, quite frankly, in Greater Baton Rouge. And you're standing up for strong, conservative Louisiana values and principles. And all of us really appreciate it. Thank you all very much. I'm very excited to be working with Garrett and Bill and everyone else in our Louisiana delegation about all of the challenges Garrett mentioned. I think we have a great delegation that works extremely well together on all of those challenges. And certainly that includes battling this administration so we can continue to grow and prosper in Louisiana. We're on the edge of enormous, even explosive, positive job growth and economic growth. There are a few things we need to do here at home to continue that path, including our infrastructure, including the Dang Bridge, including workforce training. But at the federal level, the biggest thing we need to do is avoid this administration from shutting us down, just as Garrett was describing. And make no mistake about it, they're trying to, through EPA policy, through unelected bureaucrats, through onerous regulations. That could shut down what is otherwise a great success story that we're building here in Louisiana, and we're going to continue to do everything we can to make sure we block that effectively. So we're all behind that effort in the delegation. I happen to be on the Senate committee that's sort of the counterpart to the important House committee Garrett just joined. It deals with everything EPA related, everything Corps of Engineers related. And so we work together on all of these issues to make sure we push back against that overregulation, because that is, in fact, the biggest threat we face in terms of the quality of life and the economic growth we can, and I know we will have here in Louisiana. But having leaders like you here on the ground, particularly in Baton Rouge, is absolutely crucial. I say particularly in Baton Rouge because, you know, wasn't too long ago, Baton Rouge was sort of a solid conservative area, solid conservative part of the state. It's now a swing area, quite frankly. And we need to reverse that tide to keep Louisiana strong, no pun intended, to keep holding up our strong conservative values that will serve us so well into the future. And in terms of all of your efforts in that regard, please, please, please count me in. One final comment, building on what Garrett said. He mentioned your enormously positive work getting him elected. Thank you for that. Thank you very much for that. He mentioned your very, very positive work getting Bill Cassidy elected to the U.S. Senate. Thank you for that. It's great to have my vote doubled instead of canceled out. Big difference. I'm just going to end by suggesting that you hit the trifecta by getting involved in one more very positive conservative campaign that's coming up, and I'd love your help in that. It's great to be with all of you. Look forward to visiting.